To the southwest side of Indianapolis, where an Indianapolis man has spent hundreds of hours fighting to save his home before it falls into a creek. This is what 75-year-old Kenneth Warden's backyard looks like now. We first told you about him in April. Since then, we've returned 4 times. Only RTV6's Graham Hunter has been working to get Warden the help he needs to save his longtime home.
Kenneth Warden is the type of neighbor you want.
I did Santa Claus on the roof with a guitar for about 20 years.
Through the 70s and 80s, he was famous around town for his appearances as Santa playing guitar on the rooftop.
Enjoyed the kids coming for Christmas.
But now Warden is strumming a different tune.
I'm doing what I can to try to save my house.
That's what Kenneth Warden has been doing since April, when a spring rainstorm swept away much of his backyard.
We got some prices what it would take to fix it. They're talking about $100,000. I'm retired. I don't have that kind of money.
After the storm, Warden walked the bank of the creek and found blockages. We brought those to the attention of the city, which issued notices to the property owners, and some of the blockages were cleared. And when heavy rains hit the area again last week,
the creek didn't get as high. I appreciate Channel 6 working with us to try to get some of that cleared out.
For the last 2 weeks, Warden has been back in the water, moving rocks he says are in the middle of the creek with an inner tube and floating them down to stack in front of his property to prevent more erosion.
I made 35 trips up the creek and load and unload, and they were heavy loads.
Warden has no choice.
We contacted the mayor. We've been DNR, Citizens Energy, DPW.
At first, he was told there would be help.
She said, "Mr. Warden, this is Indiana State Ditch. This is not your responsibility." I got all excited and went in the house.
That's when the bad news started, each agency telling him the same thing. It was his responsibility to repair the eroded creek bed. DPW told me the same thing. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management says they can only get involved if emergency permits are needed. Meaning for now, the man who spent decades making kids' dreams to meet Santa come true has a pretty simple dream, and he needs a little help to get it done. Until then,
putting it all up on the bank and trying to do what I can to save my house.
Reporting from the southwest side, Graham Hunter, RTV6.
Now, Warden says his insurance policy doesn't cover erosion. We will continue to follow up and bring you updates as we learn them here.